a winner at the game of life. Find a job, have money, maybe. Get married, have a baby. Take a chance, find romance. All your dreams may come true. Be a winner at the game of life.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the LMC cast for the month of February, I guess. I don't know when it actually gets shoved out, but we're talking about February, is the main thing. Today, I have with me 3 other fine fellows, namely, Onigo Vanato.
Hello.
A Vger.
Hello.
And a ShadowFox.
Ahoy hoy.
And
I
Urtheart.
to dispute, I am not a fine fellow.
Okay, you dastardly fellow then.
Much better.
I'm just a pirate, so.
I don't know if being dastardly will get you far in this life.
Yeah, so this month's game is going to be the game of life because reasons. I don't know why we came up on the game of life, but we're playing a tabletop version rather than the nice shiny new Steam version that came out because the Steam version's weird. Very weird.
They're always weird.
True.
I'll say we got a slightly smaller brigade of us today, so a simple regular board game that most people have heard of is playable.
Whether it's any good or not is a different matter. I guess we should roll the dice to see who goes first. So I'll do my roll.
10.
10. So
10.
Probably
Unless someone
you.
else rolls a 10.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, I'm clockwise down the table,
2.
as is the standard, isn't it?
So that's 2 for me. That's not going to be me then. Phil, would you like to flip the die? Just press R on the die.
Right, hold on. Sorry.
R to rotate the die while it's in the air.
Oh, 7. Not bad.
Not bad.
Bad.
But not that good.
And...
Nine.
What is that?
9.
It says
It
9.
says 9.
It says 9. It's cocked dice, but
Which still puts Earth in the lead.
yes. So I get to go first. So I will just roll my dice. I'm gonna go straight to a career rather than going to college. I'm
Lovely.
getting 7.
Not
So
bad.
before I start actually moving, I need a career card. So the way it works, if you're just going career, is you just draw a career card and you draw a salary card, and you have no say over what you get. So I am.
Oh, Doctor.
Oh well, no. Unfortunately, that requires a degree, and
does.
I don't have a degree, so
Oh.
I can't use that one.
Yeah, I don't know. You could have been a really bad backstreet doctor.
I mean,
I'm an
artist.
artista.
Here we go.
Artista.
So
I
you-
only get 20k, which I think is quite low.
For
Also,
an
you don't
artist
need
out of the gate, that's not bad.
True, but yes. So
Right.
1, 2, payday, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I get 2 paydays,
but you lose.
but I
the
lose a
next
turn. So
Lose.
I'm gonna just take 40k and call it a day.
I mean, if I got 40k a day, I'd call that a day.
Yeah, fair. So let's go with Vine next.
Yep. Just
Yeah,
keep
so let's
spinning around.
find out where I'm going to go. I'm rolling 5. You know what? Let's also go straight for career. So that's fine.
I was going to say, are you allowed to roll and then decide when you start?
Well, you're supposed to decide first, but I had decided I was going to go in a career anyway. So the difference is when you go college, you have to take 40k's worth of loans, but you get to pick the best of 3 career and salary cards.
By the time you reach job search.
Oh yeah, you have to do an extra path as well, but yeah,
Let's do
you get 1 less payday.
one less payday. Let's see, what have I got? Doctor, actually no.
Yeah, you can't be a doctor because.
Let's shuffle that again. Let's try.
So some of the salary cards say degree required.
No,
Yeah, like that one.
let's try the next one. There we go. Salesperson.
See? Oh,
Are you going to sell some crappy computers?
I don't know. What do I look like? A scalper to you? I'm looking at 8,000 though, regardless.
Oh, wow.
I've
Yeah.
Oh man!
I've scalped a bunch of 3000 series cards.
I think you might be a car salesman. Like high end.
Oof. What would I want to do? So I rolled a 5, so let's go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You rolled, what was
So
this?
you get
No,
2
it'll-
paydays, and you get to
Well, no.
adopt. You get
Well-
a life card for adopting a pet.
Well, question: if you rolled 7 and you ended up on lost a turn, and he rolled
1, 2,
5,
3, 4, 5, 6.
You landed on
I-
birthday party instead, is what you
Oh,
landed on.
I'll take the life card.
That's fine.
I think I may have counted. Oh, you don't look at them until the end of the game. I think I may have choose the start career one as one as well by accident.
That's fine. So,
Yeah, you get 160k,
ooh, lovely.
which you've passed 2 paydays. And then we move on to Vger's turn.
Well, everyone else seems to have gone straight for the career option. And I'll be honest, I was leaning towards that. But you know what? For a bit of variety, I'm going to get myself into debt.
yay!
Here is your £40,000 worth of debt.
Oof.
Right.
Big
It will
one.
cost you 50,000 to put it.
I
Pay
get
back.
that's a 1.
That's a 1.
Which is good
However,
because
that's not bad.
those
Because you
flick-
get 20k just for going to
you need to
college. Whoops.
I flicked it apparently.
select the hand. So yeah, you got a scholarship, so you actually lose half your debt pretty much.
Well, unfortunately, you have to pay back 25k when you borrow 20k.
I mean, you can still pay back half the debt.
He can pay back half of it now if he wants to.
Oh, sorry, I'm just trying to get onto the grab. There we go. So scholarship, collect 20,000. So I get. Yeah, I'm gonna pay off. I'm gonna pay off half of it now.
Okay, then.
So
then you-
25. So how much?
You'll have
You'll have 5,000 left.
5,000 left.
I'll take there you go. There's a 5 there, and I'll take that 10 over there. Okay. You're halfway out of debt. How's it feel?
Hey.
If only it were that easy.
If only.
Right, so my turn, and I'm also going to go to college because why not? We'll 50-50 split the room.
Okay, here
So five.
is your $40,000 worth of loan.
Damn, cram for exams, lose next turn.
Well, could be worse.
Could be
Could
worse.
be worse.
You know, I don't think I've ever actually taken the college path in life. I've usually just gone straight for career.
I did the exact opposite. 8. Well, I have to stop and get married.
Hey, oh,
So I get a life card and...
Woo.
that was quick.
I know. So I'm going to get a lovely wife. Because, why not? And I'm just going to double check the rules to see if I continue. Get married. Then spin and move again. So, yep.
Or roll again.
Or roll again, yeah. 9. Wow. 1,
Wow.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I get payday, but... Oh, I win the lottery as well.
You win the lottery, you get double.
Wow.
Well, not quite, because my salary's only 20k. So I get 20k, but I get 50k for winning the lottery.
It's not bad.
So I'll take that. Yeah.
The fact that you have to get married. You're demanded by life to get married.
Yeah. That's one thing they do change in the new PC version is there's two options. There's the get married or focus on your career path.
Ah,
There's also a new color of people. You can have girls, boys, and purple non-binary people.
hey,
Yay, progressive.
Ooh.
Fine.
live a non-binary life. Oh, you spun that one high. Oh, that's a 6.
6, that's
Yeah.
fine. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Oh,
6.
no.
I've lasted on. Don't drink and drive. I get a life token.
Life tokens are good.
Good- good
at the end of the
advice.
game.
Don't drink and drive. Good advice.
Yeah, it probably is good advice.
Right.
Vger, spin the reels.
7.
7.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Dean's list. Look at you.
Get a life token.
Okay.
It's not bad.
And then I lost my turn, so
Oh yeah, I forgot about that part.
so back to you. Earth is speeding through the game of life, which
Yeah.
Whilst it's handy if you want to get straight to the mansion, not if you want to hold on to your tokens.
Oh, I have to buy a house. Okay, so I buy a house. So what does this do? So
you
you
can
reach
now
this
have
phase, stop. Even if you've moved left, draw one house deed at random from the deck. Pay the bank the price on the deed. Then spin and move again.
So,
So-
here is your house.
luckily you won the lottery.
Oh,
Oh,
a 2
I
house.
still don't think I have enough money for that.
you,
180k. I definitely don't have enough money for that. So
Living dangerously.
60,
Uh,
70.
yeah, there's no
you
way.
have
So
120. You're like what? 60 grand short.
you
on that.
realise how many loans I have to.
You need at
Showcase-
least...
I must borrow from the bank.
so you need 3 bank loans.
Yeah, so wait. Yeah, I have 120. So yeah, I need 3 bank loans. If someone can sort that for me while I get rid of all of this money.
Yeah,
Enjoy your
John,
loan.
for you.
And then I have to roll again.
Roll again.
3. 1, 2, 3. I get a baby boy, but I also get a payday, which is only 20k, so.
Hey,
1 baby boy and 20k. And that is the end of my turn.
Mm.
Oh no, I get a life card as well.
so you had quite a full day of life there.
I'm whizzing through life.
That is 5 again. 1, 2. Stop getting married.
Get
First off, a payday. It was what, 8,000?
the most important part, payday.
1. I'll get 50 and I get 10 just to spread out.
I need to change my career.
You could
Or
do
get
with a little
pay
bit of extra money.
raise.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, look at us. We're still stuck at university.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you should change what you're drawing. Have you tried fairy art? Oh, that's
I
quite
hear it's
lucrative.
Very lucrative. Yes.
Yeah.
It's very lucrative, just ask Soof.
So, I need to roll again.
What?
Yes, because he got married, so he has
Yes,
to.
Yeah.
I've married
When you hit a
Alexander.
stop, you roll again. So when you guys get to your job search, you'll roll again.
Alright.
Oh, awesome.
10.
10.
I think
1,
that's
2,
my house.
3, 4, 5,
Nope.
6,
No.
7, 8, 9, 10. Just shy of it. But first off, into the payday.
Visit the in-laws for life.
I like how you actually like 10's the most you can get, so you actually can't get to buy a house in one. You can't you couldn't have a triple go
Yeah, that's fair.
because we can job search, then we roll, then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and again it's just short. It's flat tire.
I mean, that's fine. So what was it? At the in-laws, was it?
Yeah, in-laws, which is just
Yeah, you don't get a kid. Yeah.
Whoa. Okay, Mr. Phil,
Alright.
your turn.
Alright.
Hopefully you'll be at your job search.
Mm.
Sorry, I'll re-roll that. I went wrong.
You held it, didn't you?
Yeah.
6.
6.
6.
Oh, yeah, that's job search. So
4,
no,
5,
no,
6,
stop.
Yeah.
Go back.
Oh, I've got to stop.
Job search.
Okay, so job search, and I get to pick 3.
I should say you can buy stocks from the bank for at the beginning of your turn for $50,000.
I'm
And that
gonna
means
do
whenever
that.
someone rolls that number, you get 10 grand.
That is true.
Whenever
So-
anyone.
I do kind of
Anyone
need,
rolls that number, yeah.
I do kind of need money to start with though.
Oh, yes.
All right, let's. First of all, it's 3 career cards, isn't it?
Yes.
And
And you
2.
pick... No, 3 salary cards.
Oh,
3
salary.
salary cards.
3 and career cards. You pick...
3 each.
Yeah, you get 3 of each, and you pick your favourite.
Okay, so I'm just gonna flip the. I was gonna flip them.
Sorry, I was trying to do them for you.
There you go.
Oh,
Do more
But you
So,
can
travel
take
agent-
ones with a required degree, so...
Ooh.
Ooh.
Well, I mean... yeah, I would hope you take...
Do you want the big number?
I'm going to be a ridiculously overplayed
But...
teacher.
Well, I was going to say, the policeman also has an advantage to them, where if someone spins to 10, you get to steal 5k off them.
Yeah, I'm taking the police officer. And I'm going to be a very corrupt police officer.
It's
No,
not
you're
corrupt.
not corrupt, you're just in a really high crime area.
Really high speeding area.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we don't know that. We've had what 110 so far.
So far.
No, 2, I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you get to roll again, Phil.
Yay. Hold on, just
So you can get your
wait
first
those-
payday.
Mm.
All right.
Two.
I get a 2.
You dropped a pet.
So I get a life card.
Oh, that's the other thing they add, is they add characters
Actual-
for your car for pets.
Hey.
Okay, and I get a payday, which is 100,000.
There you go.
Which is the big number.
Mm.
And I finally get to stop studying and actually move.
Well,
It's true.
let's hope for that.
8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine.
It's a job searching. So just gotta do the salaries.
So, you can be an accountant, a teacher, or an athlete.
Oof, a bit low, but on those ones. But you know what? Let's be an accountant. I can, and at 60k, I can probably.
60k is decent.
So then I roll again. 2. Oh,
Same place.
hey Phil, how you doing?
Hi, are you adopting a
buddies.
cat as well?
I get a dog. There we go.
Nice.
And
Take
I
your life
collect
card and you collect your
60k.
wages.
Don't
Well,
worry, I'm sure you'll catch up.
well, why don't we congratulate you both on graduating? And let's start with who would like to start out of you two for their game discussion for the month.
I'm happy to go first if you are.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So first off, I guess I can actually do a bit of a clarification on something we talked about last month. Because I actually saw an article yesterday while I was at work. We were talking about Futurama and where it would go if it would be on Disney Plus.
Oh yeah.
Sort of.
Sort of.
So it's apparently going to the Star Channel on Disney Plus,
Ah.
but only if you're in, I think it's Europe, Asia, and Australia. If you're in America, it's on Hulu, so it stays on Hulu.
Huh. Maybe they've got a longer
That's
contract
to
or
be in
something.
America.
Ironically, I've just bought the complete collection on DVD this month.
Yeah, to be fair, you can pick it up really cheap.
I got it from WH Smith for a tenner.
That's not bad.
Wow, that's a really good price. I think I picked it up from Amazon for 15 a few years ago, and even that's a steal.
Mm.
But yes, the reason I bring that up is because I did finally watch the new season of Disenchanted on Netflix.
What did you think?
I can say I think I can see what they're doing and where they're sort of going wrong with the series. Because I'm still finding it as an alright show. It's still not the best of like his work or the best show on Netflix, but I'm still finding it enjoyable. It's still got that same humor you'd expect, and there's enough of a new setting still that it's interesting. But I can see that what they're trying to do is they've got so many stories going on at the same time, so many plots going on at the same time, and they're trying to juggle them all. And I think because they've been given 4 seasons, it's all going to wrap up in the 4th season. And I think by that point we'll be able to look at it and go, okay, that was good. That was an all right story. But I think they just got too much. They got too much filler arc. They've got too much subplots and B plots, and like plots A, B, and C have been going on since the beginning, and they kind of dip into them, and then they go out and do other things for so long. By the time they come back to it, you have no idea or why or what or when. And I think by the end of it, we'll see that this 40 episode show could have been probably like 12, and it may have been a more cohesive plot, shall we say? Because there's a lot of stuff I do enjoy about it. I do enjoy seeing like the environments they've got, and they do have some great characters. Because I think you've watched it, have you? Or have you watched the new season, or have you watched?
I've watched it in the background, kind of thing. It's like I will admit, it's like I've kind of. It's not his best works, and I think you're right. They're advancing things. They're telling different stories. There's lots of things going on at once. It's like I'd like to say it's kind of like Game of Thrones, but with even more threads to follow, kind of thing.
That's impressive.
I think it's just literally the number of plot threads. It's like you got the whole deal with the magic, and then you've got the underground kingdom and the secret of the elves and
then
the demons. Yeah, and it's like and everyone being like, I know you can't trust me, but you really can't trust that person. And everyone is kind of doing it's a line of backstabbing all the way to a point, and it's like, well, who is there a villain? Who is the actual? Because I don't know who the actual villain is.
Everyone.
I know, yeah. That seems to be
When you're in charge, everyone wants to off you to be the next one in charge. Apparently.
Apparently. Oh dear! Don't choke on your lasagna.
No, that was dessert.
Don't make us bring out the old Garfield memes from Quiplash.
Oh my god!
Uh,
But no, I think they were given like they were told here's 40 episodes to split up into 10 episode seasons, and I think they have a grand plan for it all, but all the payoff is going to be
In the
in
final
the
10.
is in those final 10. So yeah, that was pretty. I think that's pretty much all I watched. And like I say, it's on Netflix. If you've got Netflix, it's no extra cash out your pocket to watch that. So, like you say, I would say do what Vger has done and put it on in the background, listen to it, occasionally look over and go, all right, cool. Because again, it still looks visually pleasing. Not much has changed since I've mentioned it the previous times I've watched it.
Yeah, I wasn't. I will admit, I'm not actually the biggest fan of the background scenery, and you can see it clearly has been CG'd, and I don't think the style meshes well with it. I think it worked in Futurama because the aesthetic worked with it. You got
It
a
worked
lot
with
of
the futuristic aesthetic.
yeah, it's got
Yeah.
it's got smooth, clean lines, whereas Disenchanted, it's very rough and cobbled streets, collapsing buildings kind of thing, and I just don't think it works as well.
I will agree. So you sometimes when you look at the background, you go, okay, no, yeah, that's either that's been drawn or sometimes they'll do panning shots and you go, that's just a 3D model where they wanted to.
And it just doesn't look that good with the style.
It's very discernible when it's either one of those.
Yeah, there are some really nice backgrounds, but it's like when they're relying on the CG for a big scene with, like you say, the panning shots, I just don't think it works.
I think because we spent a little more time in the steampunk realm this season, I think it's a little less noticeable or a little less jarring.
Yeah, I'd admit it's a little less jarring there.
That's the only real new thing I watched. I started to rewatch She-Ra as well, Princess of Power, because I just needed something at work to just kind of put on, and I thought that's a good one to go back to. I know there's still 100 things on that list of things I need to watch, but if I'm not watching properly, I like to go back to something comforting that I already know.
Oh, so me and Star Trek then.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
So, do you have an old go-to Vanato or Earth that you just kind of, if you need background noise, you just watch?
Let's Plays at the moment.
Just when I was on TV or whatever, I just see on Netflix.
Fair.
So, to be fair, you could just play roulette with Netflix and just leave it going in the background.
That is true. That's pretty much all I've watched. But as for games, I picked up one new one and a trilogy of old ones. And I tweeted a little bit about it, but with EA and BioWare making the Mass Effect trilogy remaster or remake or re-release, I'm not quite sure exactly what it was. I decided to have a crack at the old Mass Effects, and I saw that on Steam you can get EA Play for 80p for the month. So I figured 80p is worth is a price I would pay to rent the Mass Effect games, because Otherwise, they still cost like 15 to 20 quid a piece, and then you've still got all the DLC, which is like another 20 quid on top. So
The remastered versions include.
So
DLC.
the remastered version, which isn't out yet, I believe contains all the DLC from all of them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry, I thought you were playing the remastered ones.
Oh no, that's not out yet.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's not out till like May.
Yeah, and I didn't want to. And I had a look. So with the EA Play version, at least on Steam, doesn't come with all the DLC. It doesn't appear to. You can get it for cheap, but then you basically be paying for a subscription service for the games, and then paying actual like money for the DLC. And then if you stop your subscription, you would own DLC for games you don't have. And I thought, I'm not going to bother with that. I'm just going to play a complete, like a clean playthrough of the games with whatever the basic version of the game is at this point. And it took me, I think, 87 hours to get through it all, and that was close to 100% as I could really get. I was going to keep it simple. I was going to just do a quick go through, but then I was like, oh no, yeah, every single side quest I do in the previous games affects something in the ones after it. Like I didn't realize that one of the guys could die because I always did a side quest in the first one. I actually encountered some new scenarios I had never run into before in my previous run-throughs because I hadn't always done a 100% run-through. I accidentally got. I'd never got into a position where I'd like partially romanced both characters and they confronted you in the first game. Where I was like, do you want the blue chick or the racist chick? And it's like, oh, I didn't realize I was doing that to both of them. I guess blue chick, because why not? I didn't realize everyone in the future was such all the aliens were such like prudes and were completely monogamous.
Buans.
No space alien harem for you, Mr. Shepherd. Who I chose Mr. Shepherd. and the only reason I chose Mr. Shepherd was just so I could pretty much romance Tally in the second and third games. Because why not? The games still hold up. They are still fun to play. There's definitely, like, you can tell, like, they got feedback from certain games in each one where it's like, in the first one was definitely far too micromanagey with the like equipment upgrades and stuff. It's like you'd get so much new gear every single mission, and you just look at it and go, "Oh my lord, what do I don't know." And so then in 2, they just went, "Here are your 5 weapon types. There are 2 weapons for each one: the basic one and a better version. If you get the better version, the basic one is basically now trash." And then there were no upgrades, so that was kind of rubbish for that. And then 3, it was like, there's multiple weapons, and you can upgrade them by just paying cash, and then you get upgrades that you can just find throughout missions or purchase from shops, and yada, yada, yada. And you can see they kind of got that nice there. But then it's like they added like hacking and bypassing mini games in the second, which were gone in the third because they went more action-based. And so I think overall, like, the second one is probably still the overall most balanced and best game for it. So did anyone else play Mass Effect back in the day or later on?
I played it. Played the first game briefly, hated it, and never played any of them again.
Oh. What about you, Ian? You said you gonna say something there? Or?
No, I've not played Mass Effect. The only thing I've played remotely close to it was Inquisition, which is a similar sort of connection of your games. At least as far as decision making went between each of them. It's like, that game ended up doing this to this game later on.
Yeah. No, yeah. It kind of still got to me at the end though, where it's like at the end of the game, it's like you do all these choices, and all your choices really do affect the journey. Like if you do thing 1 in Mass Effect 1 and then thing 2 in Mass Effect 2, you get to do thing 3 in Mass Effect 3. It's like if you kill person A and then kill person B, you get to save person C in the third one, which I didn't know you could do. But the ending was still just the ending was still just as disappointing as it was last time, where it was like, here's your choice. Pick one of 3 with mild variations, depending on how well you did and if you were an arsehole or not. And I still say that the end plot is baffling, confusing, pointless. And the best ending, where Shepard can survive, is actually one of the worst endings, because if you do the best ending, spoiler alert, you can make the if you go through the game properly, you can make the synthetic race and the Quarians, so the Geth and the Quarians, make peace after 300 years of conflict, but then to save Shepard's life, you have to destroy all synthetics in the galaxy, so you kill them anyway. And it's like, oh.
Rip.
Yeah, so the best ending, by getting the best ending, you have to disregard the best journey to get to the ending, which is dumb. So I just popped the little child in the face twice, and he told me to go F myself, and then the world ended anyway. The game had an annoying amount of child things in it. I didn't like that. I want to do what they do. I want to do what like Zap Brannigan does in Futurama and just say, it's the end of the world, so here's the children's squad. All get in the ship and go fight for us. Yeah, and then the final game, which was the new one, was it's that new Viking game, Valheim, which
yes,
very recently just passed over to 4 million Vikings.
Was it 4 million?
In 4 million sales in the first 3 weeks of early access release.
Mm.
Damn.
I can. It's a fun game. It's probably the most refined survival game I've seen in a very long time. You got a big old procedural map, which is it's a set size. At the edge of the world is literally the edge of the world. You can sail over the edge of the disc you are on. And there's multiple biomes with different enemies and different resources. The progress is tied to the bosses, which is really good. So it's like, oh, you want to mine this thing? You have to beat boss 1 to get the pickaxe. At which point you can then get better gear. So you can go fight boss 2, who gives you the key, which allows you to find the iron in the swamps, which then allows you to fight that boss, which gives you the wishing bone, which allows you to detect the silver in the mountains, which means you can get better gear, to then go and fight that boss. So you get the dragon tears, which allows you to build the next thing, which allows you to go to the plains, which get that material and build the next stuff. So it's very much like progression is locked behind the bosses, but it also means you can't overly advance and just get completely messed over. I was sitting in leather armor for such a long time in that game, and then it was like I finally upgraded to like iron tier or even silver tier, and I was like, oh, I should have been doing this from the moment I could have, because those enemies who were one-shotting me because my armor was terrible now do nothing. So the game really reinforces the idea to power up, tackle a challenge, then power up again and tackle the next one. It's still got quite simplified combat, but it could be very easily equated to like Breath of the Wild or Dark Souls in its like shielding system and parrying. Like if you block at the right time, you can parry and you can do more damage on attacks. Certain weapons may have like 1 or 2 attacks, a simple attack or a heavy attack, and a survival game where you don't have to worry about your food. Food just makes you more powerful, which is a good thing. You don't have to worry about like dying of thirst or starvation. And the better food you get just gives you better power or better health to survive things and better stamina.
I mean, that's nice.
And it's also, you can also just spend 3 hours just building yourself a massive Viking longhouse with a hearth and hanging deer trophies and chandeliers and whatever else you want. It's still, I would say, still absolutely hilarious and fun to play. It's trees will kill you. You'll chop down a tree and it'll kill you many a time. They're the most deadly enemy in the game, other than wolves. But it's a game that's designed to be played with like maybe like half a dozen people. And if you got like a group of 3 to 6 friends you like to play with, I would definitely say try it out.
I mean, I've got it now, but it's like I'm gonna try it at some point, probably in the next month, just to see how it feels.
Give me a shout because it's much better played with friends. So,
Oh, where's the challenge in doing it solo though?
well,
I just like difficulty.
Well, the game actually scales in difficulty with every person within 200 meters of like an entity. It gains 40% extra health, I think, and an extra and like, oh no, was it like 40% extra damage and 60% extra health or something? I can't remember. But yeah, it has a scaling difficulty. So the more people, the harder the world gets, or at least the harder the things in the vicinity of that enemy are. So it's possible to spawn a boss, then have people join, and the boss just melts. Or you could have 10 people, and the boss will take a good while to beat.
Nice.
So it is balanced for that.
Yeah, definitely something I'll look into.
Anything else?
No, that's actually been it for me. It's been a rather simple month.